According to several media publications, Russia has begun using motorcycles for rapid movement across the front lines. Is this a strategy for efficiency, a response to heavy vehicle losses, or simply a situational tactic? Now, let's take a look at the position of Ukrainian snipers. Sniper squads are the most influential in a mission because they keep the other squads from a distance. In a long-range surveillance operation, a sniper team typically divides their area of operation into several sectors. This division involves not only positions but also functions and workflows, ensuring that every shot fired is truly based on observation and verification. Locking on to a position from atop a building, they prepare and, within tens of hours, carry out their mission. In one of the frontline surveillance sectors, a Ukrainian sniper team detected the movement of a Russian motorized unit across open ground. From an undetected distance, the surveillance process progressed in stages. The first sector ensured the situation was secure and identified initial movement patterns. The second sector then took over surveillance to determine whether the movement was routine, a patrol, or part of a tactical maneuver. And in the third sector, the snipers were already at a lock point, ready to make a decision if the threat was verified. This series of surveillance operations was not simply tracking targets, but part of standard procedure for understanding the dynamics on the ground. This seemingly insignificant movement eventually developed into a crucial moment in their operation, determining the next steps for the entire surveillance team in the area. As the Russian motorcycle unit prepared to begin movement along the narrow path, they were already under multiple layers of surveillance. High above, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone silently followed their route. From mid-altitude, the drone recorded the motorcycle's direction, stopping intervals, and even visible communication patterns through the group's movements. Visual data received from the drone was immediately transmitted to a small command post housing the sniper team. This information was then relayed to each sector: the waiting sector, the monitoring sector, and the lock sector. This allowed the snipers to rely not only on long-range optics, but also on real-time position updates from the air. This coordination ensured that every small shift in the motorcycle unit's movement was quickly detected. Even before they entered the third sector's target area, the entire team understood their movement rhythm. This multiple layers of surveillance ensured that decisions were made in a measured manner and in line with the tactical situation on the ground. One piece of equipment that has attracted attention in Ukrainian sniper operations is the Lord of the Horizon long-range rifle, a domestically developed system specifically designed for extreme shooting. This weapon uses 12.7 times 114 mm ammunition, a large projectile size typically used for anti-materiel operations or long-range engagements requiring high stability and range. This rifle is known for several key advantages. Fire stability. The frame design and recoil system are developed to reduce recoil, allowing for better accuracy at ranges of several kilometers. Ballistics of 12.7 times 114 mm ammunition. This caliber provides a high initial velocity, allowing the bullet to retain energy and stability for longer critical factors for ultra-long-range shooting. Modern optics and measurement systems. Typically paired with high-performance optics, laser telemeters, and weather data support such as wind speed, temperature, or barometric pressure. In an operation that later garnered public attention, the Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, reported that the Lord of the Horizon rifle was used in a long-range shot, which they claimed was one of the longest ever achieved by a Ukrainian unit. Information about this operation did not initially come from social media or field rumors, but was conveyed through official SBU reports to several national and international media outlets. The reporting typically emphasized a multi-layered observation process involving drones and reconnaissance units, internal validation, where data is cross-checked by multiple units before release, a focus on technological capabilities and coordination, rather than the dramatic elements of the battle. This is important because it aims to provide a picture of the Ukrainian military's technical and tactical capabilities without sensationalizing or claiming claims that have not been independently verified. The SBU tends to present information in a structured format: shooting distance, operating conditions, type of weapon, and technological support used. This approach demonstrates that successful long-range shooting is not solely a matter of sniper skill, but the result of a synergy between locally manufactured weapons, modern intelligence support, and rigorous operational procedures. On the front lines, every movement of armored vehicles is treated as a vital signal. That's why Ukrainian units place surveillance at the heart of their operations. From long-range reconnaissance and drone monitoring to communication with command posts, everything is connected in a disciplined workflow to keep troops safe from sudden threats. Typically, an operation begins with a ground reconnaissance team detecting the mobilization of armored vehicles in a specific area. They send an initial report coordinates, number of vehicles, speed, and direction to a control center. This information is then relayed to a drone unit, tasked with providing real-time aerial visuals. Observation drones, such as the Mavic or similar models, play a vital role. They are not only the eyes of the troops, but also the decision makers. Is an enemy vehicle column moving toward an infantry position? Is there a risk of a direct attack? Should the route be closed or diverted? With a clear aerial view, Ukrainian units can ensure low casualties and are ready to take countermeasures as quickly as possible. When the threat escalates, close and medium-range attack units prepare. They check ammunition, establish secure positions, and coordinate to prevent misfires between units. These steps didn't emerge overnight, they were the result of training standards adopted from various international programs. For several years, a number of Ukrainian soldiers participated in joint training with instructors from NATO countries and the United States within the framework of multinational training groups. The focus was not only on the use of weapon systems, but also on modern tactics, battle management, rapid response to armored threats, drone integration, and intelligence-driven decision-making. The results were clearly visible in the field. The way they moved, mapped threats, and communicated under the pressure of the battlefield demonstrated a structured level of discipline. The coordination between infantry, drone units, and anti-armor teams emerged not from improvisation, but from methods tested in numerous joint exercises. With this working pattern, surveillance of enemy armored columns became far more effective. They knew when to hold their positions, when to evade, and when to precisely neutralize threats. All of this was wrapped up in an approach that kept personnel safety as a top priority. From the entire discussion, it is clear that operations on the modern battlefield no longer rely on a single weapon or unit. Ukraine's success in countering Russian armored vehicle movements stems from a combination of three key factors: consistent surveillance, inter-unit coordination, and structured international training standards. Ground reconnaissance units are the first to detect threats. Their initial information is augmented by surveillance drones that provide real-time aerial imagery. From this data, strategic decisions are made, from evacuating positions, preparing for anti-vehicle attacks, to deploying FPV drones to prevent armored columns from entering sensitive areas. Every action taken always prioritizes soldier safety. The integration between infantry, drone operators, and anti-armor teams demonstrates that operations are no longer the work of individuals, but rather a unified system. Training support from various multinational programs involving the United States and NATO countries provides a strong foundation in modern tactics, battle management, and the effective use of technology. The results are evident in the troops' ability to read the situation, adapt quickly, and execute operations with discipline. The overall discussion demonstrates that in a dynamic and complex battlefield, information, coordination, and competence are what determine the outcome, not just firepower. This approach is what enabled Ukrainian units to counteract pressure on the front lines and maintain their positions.